Today we're going to talk about how to make this beautiful braided cable. So basically it looks like it's 2 stitches in each of the strands. So we're doing a total of 6 stitches here. And we're actually doing this in another headband arrangement, but this one's going to be showing up on our blog, and the pattern will be available for purchase there as well.
If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm Amanda, and I've been knitting and crocheting for over 25 years. Our channel is about teaching beginners how to make beautiful creations. So if this sounds like you, smash that like button and hit subscribe. We have tons of video ideas, but if there's something specific you'd like to learn, comment below. Now let's get back to that braided cable.
Alright, so to work this pattern, we're going to use our 5mm knitting needles. These are the round needles, and we are using just a standard Red Heart Super Saver in this beautiful hot pink color. And we will of course need our cable needle as well, so we're using this kind of V-shaped one here. To do our braided cable, what we're doing is we're going to start by doing it with the first 4 stitches or the last 4 stitches, depending on which part of the pattern we're in. So in this case, we are starting with our purl, which is going to help this pop out of our fabric. So we do 1 purl stitch. And then to do our braided cable, we're going to start by looping the first 2 stitches onto our cable needle, and then we're going to knit our second 2 stitches. So these are 3 groups of 2 stitches for this whole braid, okay? So knit our next 2 stitches, and then we're going to come back and knit the 2 off of our cable needle. And that's going to give us our twist here at the beginning in our first 4 stitches. And then we're just going to knit the last 2 straight off of the left needle. All right, so we're knitting those last 2. And then to finish off our braid, we're gonna do the purl. All right, so I'm gonna finish off the row, and when I get to this section of the backside row, I will be right back. So give that a pause, give that a try for yourself, and we'll be right back. All right, so now we're back on the back side of the row. So this is our wrong side row, and it just really looks like this kind of, I don't know, a little bit back and forth lifted pattern. And so we're going to do 1 knit, which is the purl in the front, and then we're going to purl across each of the stitches. So we're going to purl 6, okay, and then we have another knit stitch, which is the purl on the front side. Now, if you're unsure or unclear about how to do these knit stitches, check out my previous videos, the beginner knitting video, which is in the playlist below, linked in the description, as well the beginner cable video. So once you've done the beginner cable headband, doing this braided headband will be a lot easier, okay? And so now we're gonna finish off with our 2-row selvage, or our 2-stitch selvage here at the edge, which is our straight edging that we can see here. All right, so now coming back around to the front, and there's our straight edge, and then we do a purl. All right, so now we're ready to start the second part of our braided cable. So in this case, because our twist is in the first 4 stitches, now we're going to knit the first 2, because we want to put our cable in the last 4 stitches. So we want to twist this side this time, where we twisted this side the first time, to give us this nice back and forth pattern. We're going to bring our yarn back to the back, and then knit the first 2. All right, so knit the first 2. And then now we're going to slip our next two stitches using the short side. If you do have a cable needle like this, I like to slip my stitches onto the short side. And then this time we're going to hold them in the back, whereas the first time we held them in the front, right? We wanted our cables to come in the front, and now we want them to go to the back. So now we're going to knit the next 2 stitches off of our left hand needle. And then I pull my left needle up a little bit so these ones don't fall off. And then now we're going to knit our last 2 off of the cable needle from the back. All right, so hopefully you can see that like that. All right, so then we knit our last 2 stitches off of our cable needle from the back. All right, so then we finish our braided cable with a purl stitch. And then we go ahead and finish our row. So if you want the full pattern for this one, it will not be included below. I will include the pattern for the braided cable, of course, below in the description. But if you want the full pattern, it's going to be a paid pattern, as I said, on my blog. So it's purplrosecrafts.com, and have a look for that because that'll be posted as well in our shop. All right, so that is basically it for the 2 different sides of the braided cable. Now you're going to go back and do the exact same row that we did as the wrong side row again on every wrong side row. Okay, and then you're just going to alternate back and forth between doing the cable for the first 4 stitches or the second 4 stitches, just as we have done in this video. Okay, so if you like this video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos, and leave a comment below. Let me know, what do you plan on making this braided cable into? So you'll notice on my blog there's also a hat pattern using the same braided cable pattern, and it's done in a hat. So it's a little bit bigger because it's done over 3 stitches for each of the strands, but it's very similar fashion to how you actually put it together as this one here.
That's all we have for this video today. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button and the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks so much, and see you next time.